good evening. Hi. I'm back with more Disco Elysium. It's been a while. I haven't had time to sit down and give this game more of my time. But now I have it. We have time, so I will stream. I'll probably be streaming on Wednesday as well because haven't got work until Friday, so I'm a bit of a free agent for the time being. Anyway, Disco Elysium. It's me. Hi. We're gaming. I don't really know about the lighting. Let me actually lower it a little bit. There we go. That looks a bit better. Okay. Jesus, a British guy jump scare. The most terrifying. Now let's switch to footage. Let me turn on my webcam. How do I look? If I'm playing normally. You can't really... Hold on. Can't see... Let's try that. Looks a bit better. Okay. Let's continue from where we left off. Last time we were here, a brief recap. You look with your eyes. That's crazy. That's a crazy thought. Thank you. Last time we were here, we were in the library. I've almost died several times, which means because I am now sitting on 1 health, kind of reluctant to be investigating too much. We've talked to these guys about the daughter and everything. Let's take a look upstairs, have a look around. There's no game audio? Thank you for telling me. It's actually insane that I keep forgetting this. I mute it because for some reason it plays the intro music twice, and I forget to unmute it. Thank you for pointing that out, genuinely. Otherwise, we'd have been here an hour with no game audio. There you go. Now you can hear the game.
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure.
You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen.
There's a lot of dicks going on here.
A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. The ordeal.
There's a lot of dick on that shelf.
Dauntless
I don't know if I'm allowed to stream this.
Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. The murder of Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen dies?
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Are there any more?
Yes. There's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide turns. Tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. Come on. This is not the way real police solve crimes. The real police are some 20 kilometers away, sitting in an armored motor carriage.
Come on, Chester. Tell the story again.
Oh.
Again? Man, I tell that one at least once a month. It's not that interesting.
The fuck it is. And these guys haven't heard it. You see, Chester here.
Are you gonna finish the line? Okay, interesting point to stop. Interesting point to just stop the line. Fair enough.
Gosh, why?
A very fucking dangerous case, ain't that right, Chester? They almost got you that time.
Yeah, sure came close. Alright, so I was tailing this guy called Francis the Shoe.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen. Your attempt to grasp at the answer fails. It seems very close by, pulsating just out of reach.
Storekeep, what's all this crime fiction?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy
Apparently.
all of these. They really do teach a
Was that the
person how
game
to
that
be a
stopped
proper
mid-sentence?
detective.
The game that stopped mid-sentence, I don't know what you mean. Quaint picture brochure. It's a tome of fascist magic, rather candid.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long.
Shut up, man.
She understands she has erred against the customer and immediately corrects course.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead.
I don't care, lady. You say a lot of words and very few of them are of value to me. Another boring book just discarded here.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
We don't need to talk to her. We know about her weird paranatural beliefs.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias
Morphine and
W.
cocaine sounds like a
Dundas.
horrible
It's
cocktail.
about
To some, it's a
wholeness,
brilliant cocktail.
unity, balance.
To some, they'd look at that and go, yummy.
The point
Delicious.
of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
How does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And
That was good timing. Especially if it sounds like a cocktail that knocks you up for at least a month, especially if you shot it into your eyes. I think that's just like a you're on so much that it's up to your eyeballs. I think that's just the saying. I don't think you actually put drugs through your eye. I
there's
think
even a chapter on the ancient
I don't think that
Ceres
would go
tradition
well.
of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this? The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal
The game knows you're an
Purposes of the
alcoholic.
Pale.
So. What's for pale?
The book contains very little explanation on the matter. this knowledge seems to be taken for granted.
What's this book about?
The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the Pale, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near Pale.
Oh.
Even better if you can find someone else, preferably a large man dressed in nothing but a towel, to thrash you while you're spread naked and helpless on a cool slab.
Sounds painful.
It is supposedly invigorating and good for the circulation.
That's so out of pocket, that fucking moment. It's supposedly invigorating and good for circulation. What else?
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the Pale. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the Pale and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
And what does this pale-aged liquor do?
Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
Should probably get my hands on some of that. What else is in there? How is that possible?
Is it any more improbable than anything else that human beings put their faith in?
Fair enough. What else is there?
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the Pale, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions. This is exactly what you need. I don't know. I don't want to be the party pooper, but this Pale territory.
Man, fuck
sounds
mobile
sort of
Twitch. After that
dangerous.
update, everyone's like shit and breaks
Maybe
after you try clipping
shouldn't
something. Yeah.
Walk in it naked.
Mobile Twitch is it's quite something.
There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
Well, I certainly don't need that.
You close the book and return it to its place on the shelf.
I do not want to buy this fucking book. It's a waste of money. Let's head downstairs. Listen, we gotta get the fuck out of here. We've explored everything nearby. We have to, I think, oh, something here. All sports magazines tucked away. Okay, I think that should be it. Let's bounce. See you later. And I'm not buying any of your stupid books, lady. Okay, so. Oh, the book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Tragedy. Maybe, I think what we need to do, we need to go back to the, what about the furnace person? Oh shit, yeah, that was the, we had to go yell into the chimney or something, right? Okay, first things first, I've got to go get something for my health, because my health is low. We're gonna run this way. Past the racist dude. In here.
You see several packaged raincoats.
I don't need a raincoat. I need that.
A colorful display there, in that dark green glass. All in vain.
Oh, right.
The great flow.
Guess not, no.
Good thing you're an unrecovering.
Breakthrough
I'm obliged
imminent.
to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Don't ask. Don't look. Don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
Okay, yeah. Please tell me more about these products. No, I don't need to know.
Lonesome. Long way home.
What the fuck is this art?
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market. Past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake. The frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees.
We haven't worked out where we
house,
live.
no larger
Learning
than a
cap perception raise
matchbox.
to 5. Speed
11
gives 1.
Voyager Road.
So,
You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work.
I like
That's
how
all you
unique
have
the art
now.
in this game is. Yes, unique is certainly a fucking word to describe it. Learn some long way home. No, volumetric shit compressor we need. So we're gonna keep this. Unless, is this also equipped? Maybe, it seems like different trees here. My fort cabinet. Anyway, where, the medicinals, yes, this is what I need.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal spray.
Do you have any
Yeah.
ammonia?
There's like an ampule somewhere.
Bottle of magnesium, plus 3 morale. I'll take some hypnogamma, we don't need that. A bottle of magnesium. Dramamine, yes. Give me this, I need this.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
And some notes of it.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or...
Bro, can you shut the fuck up? Hey, I hope the thing makes you feel better or something. There we go. That way I'm not imminently gonna fucking die. Now let's head back. Yell up into that chimney. Already spoken to you. Oh, Kitsuragi needs to say something.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Flashlights go in hand.
Yes, you might even call it a feature of the universe that you need to hold tools to use them.
That makes so much sense.
Right. Now let's get to it.
Some areas are inaccessible.
Yes, tutorial. I already know this. All this effort in immersing me, and then you just get some random British lady like, did you know that you can hold a torch? I fucking get it, lady. I understand. Okay, so let's head to the back. Oh, did we not look at this before?
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Press play.
Nothing happens.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
Look inside the compartment.
It's empty, like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien CO-like technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
You mean that glowing thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for a hint.
Password, I'm really bad at. Can you give me a hint? Is it my birthday? This is the police. Please open this thing. I don't know the password. Fuck. Is it my birthday? This is the police. Please open it. I feel like saying this is gonna immediately shut it off. But this is stupid.
am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password? No.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
What are you, a machine?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Oh no, what are you, a machine or are you alive?
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Yvonne, my partner tells me you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid. Okay, but where are you? How do you know I am? She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid. Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are for stress accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Doesn't it get lonely doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do, Fortress Accident.
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any information about this company?
One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
And what's that, this interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent
Remove the
plain
production
keys,
schedule.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Leave. There's got to be a fucking thing, like a password here, something.
This old fireplace is covered in lines. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Perhaps. The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station.
So it was like, I think they were doing, not this, I think the way that they, because this is meant to be like a cancelled project they had, but I think this, the in-universe sort of application of it, was like a D&D game you played on the radio. Like the Game Master Frequency, you hear what everyone is saying.
Looks like a surveillance program. Someone the leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. Whoever decides to call, all of this is gone.
My God. It's as if the less money the schedule.
Nothing.
Okay. Okay, there's the drow guy. Is there really no other passwords here? Oh, what? What do you have to say, Kim?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell are they making?
Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games.
I fucking
Only
knew
these
it.
People were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How are they planning to do that? Has anyone ever done this before?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master Frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to
Radio
coordinate the
D&D. I
stories,
called it.
functioning as a
Well, I say I
master of
called it.
ceremonies
They
of sorts.
very clearly told me what it
His
was.
fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Has anyone done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
We're insane before we could do it. It's just a play to cheat money out of investors' pockets. Curse Gotham. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
it's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
But you respected our ambition to try and finish that game. Anyway, up here.
As before,
No, don't knock even harder. We learned our lesson from doing that. Ooh, hello. Postcard, take all. Okay. Head back downstairs. To the chimney we go. Or furnace, whatever the fuck.
a thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then, you've awakened the entity.
Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Let's head back upstairs. Follow me, Kim. My compadre. Oh, I forgot we have to actually click. Okay, then it's this way. Oh, hi.
Hello. I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Hold on, what do you mean by Milius? You must have confused me with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window. Why are you asking me about dice? What do you mean by Milius?
Yes, a Milius is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access
She's a
one.
dungeon master, that's
why
it,
I have
man.
these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
You must have confused me with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games, need some dice. Maybe, I'm not really sure I'm here. No, I was looking for something else. Answers. I'm not interested in buying dice, and police often need to ask some questions. Sure, I like role-playing games and need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if...
This person means you or no one else. Absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Hey, where are we anyway?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
That is a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
Okay, what do you know about man? How this place is cursed?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Wait, how do you explain what happened to all the other customers then?
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Plaisance the one who sent me.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, just to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area? No, the whirling isn't doing well either, so it just took off customers of trouble paying bills. I wonder who that is. You're right, whirling doesn't really look like it's cursed.
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project.
Yes, but it's still a separate building.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
What's the game trying? It's because you're competent, dedicated to your craft, because it doesn't affect people like you.
What, so the curse only affects people with poor work ethics? What you're describing isn't a curse, it's capitalism.
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity.
A jeweler turned dice maker. I bet those die were high quality. They must
Time
be.
has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I'm starting to think there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
No, I haven't. No. Do you know what happened to other tenants? What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then, the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
She must have seen me try to punch the lights out of that kid
I'm
last
sorry,
time.
detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot
She
of
probably
drunk
did see you
workers
fall flat on your
out
ass.
and about.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eyes off of work to look at the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Used to be a hair salon. What happened to the gym? What's up with the broken windows? Someone who makes stuffed animals. I found creepy mannequins with rotor blades. I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
From what I've seen so far, project looked quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important.
Thank you, authority.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all.
I fucking hate electrochemistry.
Especially if you
Electrochemistry is the dumbest, like, input prompt whatever thing. Especially, like, it just loves drugs. Like, someone will just, like, have a little bit of coffee and they'll be like, caffeine? Like drugs? Like, that is electrochemistry. Oh yeah, I was out, you know, with my husband the other night, and we shared a lovely glass of wine. Wine? Like drugs? That is electrochemistry.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
What's with the rotor blades and skis? Found creepy mannequins. Someone who makes stuffed animals for mounts lying around. What's happened to the gym? What's up with the broken windows? Used to be a hair salon here. Actually, I had other questions.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
No, I haven't got anything. We need to get a move on anyway. Candy dispensers have been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. This tray is full of dice, colourful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. Anything this way? Lady, where do you sleep? You sleep in that chair? I fucking hope not. Anyway, this has been interesting. Anything this way? No. Alright, let's head back to Plaisance and explain to her there is just a regular woman just living upstairs. It's not that deep. Okay, we can get rid of that. Okay. Escape Doom commercial area. Report back to Plaisance by finding the victim's body.
What have you found?
I talked to the entity.
Do buy the books. There may be a novelty dice maker. Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or malicious. She's a businesswoman like you. She may be involved, but I don't have a way to question the malignant entity further. No, ma'am, I felt her aura. She's not the one to blame for this curse.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is
Electrochemistry is the devil in your
doom?
shoulder, but instead of being
How
a
does
devil,
she
she's a
explain the
drug
curse?
addict, addicted to everything under the sun.
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth? Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. You've come this far, you know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
She said it's just capitalism. Bankruptcy is a quirk of our economic system. Lie. The source is in a taxidermist shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy brought the void. Honestly, don't have an answer. No. There's another entity more malignant pulling the strings than Martinez, perhaps. Travels across paths. She said it's just capitalism. Can she handle the truth? I don't give a fuck if she can handle the truth or not.
Wait, what? The entire economic system is cursed?
This woman's not healthy enough to withstand this level of stress.
I'm afraid that only world evolution can help you. Yes, the system must be cleansed of immigrant labor. Oh shit. It's true. We live in a precarious world. Nothing ever turns out right. I need to get used to chaos. What I meant was I found a source of a doom. Forget about the economy thing.
Another revolution? I understand what's going on here. You went in there, rummaged around, and accomplished nothing. And now you're telling me these intellectual things to cover up for it. It's okay. You don't have to. I was wrong to trust another person. I will manage this psychic calamity as I always have. Alone. On my own.
As she has to, every day. Maybe you were wrong. She's endured for at least 4 decades in this world.
Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books, or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Yeah, leave.
Hey. Psst.
Who? Me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building.
You probably should have just lied to
communism
her. Yeah, but the
again.
lie was like, oh no, the entity's like in another thing. So it wasn't really an answer. It was just me like saying, I didn't find it. I'm happy with that. And I don't like her anyway. Why should I give a shit about like if she's ready to handle that or not? Yes, the word on the streets already stopped building communism again. How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners.
What?
Real in their pocket. Literally murder all
What
human
the
beings,
fuck? I didn't say the
regardless
middle
of
one.
Political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
Alright, sounds like me. I haven't said any. I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those. Okay, no, I think the first two, sure. The third one, fourth one, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. I'm gonna have to go with the third option.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait, first, what's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin. Where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
Roll up your sleeves, stop building communism.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to commit genocide. Roll up my sleeves. Mazovian socioeconomics. Communism? Yikes. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. We're gonna go back to the body because we need to, ideally before nightfall, further advance the actual story of the game. I'm gonna ignore these little shit kids and just investigate this.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body, as you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled
Cool
with
boots.
decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
That's a cool design. I really like those boots there.
Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
What kind of boots are these?
They are armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
Okay then, what kind of armor is this?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide.
Ah, so it's bullet resistant. So
where
this guy's
they
probably a
make
cop or like a soldier or something.
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
What, the little shit kid? No.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Why does my mortal coil need protecting?
Yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death.
Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there's no rest of the armor.
No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags.
Then why are these clothes? Then where are these clothes? Have you seen any around? What have they told him? What have they told him to strip before they hung him to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants. Shut your fucking mouth. Material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Ka-ching, baby. Nod to the boots like, huh? Huh? Yeah, just fucking take it. That's a lot, I take it.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
Yeah, I fucking gathered empathy. These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
No, I'm not gonna punch it. It sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates, where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates, until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
Pull the boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Let's go with no.
The sabatons dangle off the cadaver slowly twists.
Inspect
on
the
cup.
belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
What was that, a word?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
This is a bad time for a drink, right?
Extremely.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
Industrial strength. Like in a harbor?
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it.
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
Yeah.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
They wanted him to stay up. What's this? Where's the rest of the armor? Ask him to tell you about the case. Wanted to stay up there. Polyester seems strong.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
How do they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt. Buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
Ah, so they hoisted him up.
The cadaver hanged an intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Yeah, nice.
Your fist clenches suddenly.
Be marked by bullet holes. It will be riddled with disco.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
There's a map of the night sky. Is this a microelectronic system? Is this a national pattern?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Let the lieutenant work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Produces two metal capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it? It
What is
contains
that for?
insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
Thank you.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by.
Look him in
His
the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
I'm gone.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where's that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker.
Yeah, he was a henchman.
And a killer.
Takes one to know one.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Coppo.
What is happening? I hate you. You stink and you're boring. Why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
First, you have to speak like that with dialect. So you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
Yes.
Captain Coppodromo. I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
You don't remind me of anyone. A baby affected with harlequinism.
You sure I got out of that one. Coppellini.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more.
Why do I love questions so much?
You fucking love questions. Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up.
It's my name, Rooney.
Rooney.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Of course not. The name is Raphael Ambrosius Costo.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry.
It's fucking me. I'm Harry. What the fuck? I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately. No, I can't be Harry. Could I really be Harry?
You can be anything you want, Brother Copo.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Because he told me to.
You're a lying sack of shit, Copo. You're doing this because there is nothing else to do. Everything else is over. It's just me now.
Enough.
Come back later, Copo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
That's very different to what he actually said, but fair enough. Squint and take a step back. Squint, take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities.
Like a former sailor. For being dead, he has a nice sounding voice.
His fatted hands, thighs, and
the voices they have are
just
good.
above
They're
the
distinct.
The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
Stop, relax.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in
How do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
Step back.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso covered in...
Of course. Come back late.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Maybe we can ask for help from the harbour. I'm out of ideas. I was having a look at him. Can't someone else do it? We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yes, either one of us could do it. We could use the kid's ladder on the other side of a tree.
I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see another good way up there. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this.
Looks around, then at you. Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Maybe we could shoot him down? And someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Maybe you could shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
I don't know, maybe you could just shoot up there, maybe? Just shoot the belt, but it will break it.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a crew.
I'm going to kill these kids.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss!
That was my purple guy impression. I had to follow it up with that because otherwise there's just a soundbite of I'm gonna kill these. Oh man, okay.
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Wait, let me try.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Say nothing, let me choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Shoot that motherfucker down.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man. God damn it, get your shit together. Try again, maybe? What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
FBI, open up!
Oh my fucking god! Holy shit! Des with the raid of 19. Wow. Hello there. Hi, Des. How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. What was it? You were playing some charity games today, yeah? I think I saw that in the server. How were they? What was going on? As you can see, I'm playing Disco Elysium. It's a very fun game. Really enjoying it. Really into it. If you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch me play this, because otherwise, well, I mean, that goes without saying. But anyway, thank you very much for the raid, Des. I appreciate it. Doing good, man. How about yourself? Yeah, just I'm at the disco. I'm at the Disco Elysium right now. Having a grand old time. Can I have the gun? I should try some little. So let's not do it. Can I have the gun?
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Also would like to say this game's quite... These kids are quite... They're quite abrasive. They have quite an abrasive demeanor. Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger. The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly.
I'm so stupid, stared at the stream
and your
announcement and
left
started
hand
watching Nietzsche.
supporting your
That is
collarbone.
stupid. You prioritize something else instead of my stream. So personally, there is a hitman outside your house.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Hand-eye coordination challenging. Pull the trigger. I will not do this. Point the gun. Now, part of me is so ready to do number 4. But another part of me is feeling like I really, really, really should not do that. I really, really should not do that. I want to. There's nothing more on this world that I want to do. But I'm not going to do it. Close your left eye
Your
first.
field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the noon light as the corpse slowly rotates.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Wow, how many times is this kid gonna say this fucking word? No, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. Low. This is not a red. This is a red check. It cannot be retried. Ignore him. Give a gun back to the lieutenant. I'm gonna miss. I fire it and I'm gonna miss. Worst. I know in my luck it's gonna ricochet and hit me or some shit. Give a gun back to him.
I agree. Enough gunslinging for today.
What about the body?
We need to access the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They have the tools, and they have men.
Well, why didn't we just begin with that? No. Okay. You kids are lucky I didn't shoot you instead. Just do it as a dice roll. No, I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Because, like, oh, it's just a dice roll, but, like, I can take damage, and I don't want to take damage. And also, don't want to waste the ammo on that gun, innit? We have to go up to the harbor. Let's quickly check our task. Victims' tattoos. Access the harbor. God, the pissing competition. Oh, let's talk to you. I didn't get briefed, did I?
Yes?
Tell me about the case again. Think you should know that I can't remember. I want to talk about you. You seem to be following me.
What do you want to know?
Now that we inspected the scene, I want to know about this pissing competition.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
Okay, enough of my competition then. Tell me something else. So you volunteered to spoil it. What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
So you volunteered to spoil it?
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
What about it says about me? I was sent by my station? It's best to let you make the next move. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest we have, a hero cop sent to outperform me in every way. No. Must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think that's supernatural. Probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified. Sent to teach you a lesson in style. No, he's stylish as fuck. Gonna leave.
The silence carries.
Okay, enough for competition.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Why did the 41st send me? Logic. I have no logic. Seem to be following me. Think, I can't remember anything.
No response. He just...
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice. Like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? What's wrong with personal affairs? So what should I concentrate on? Well, that's a dumb question. He's just going to be like, the job, which he's right, but I'm completely lacking basic information.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Fine.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Your heart beats twice like a fist. The serotonin deficiency makes your teeth clench.
Say nothing.
The lieutenant glances at his electronic wristwatch.
Okay, forget it.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Nothing. That's weird because there's a task here, end of day. Oh, so it's for end of day debrief now. Track down your gun with the rest of the armor. Ask him to tell about the case. Click on Kim and ask him about the case. I did that. There's no prompt.
Yes?
Tell me about the case again. We've gone through that already. So, interesting. Anyway, so we have to go up to the harbour now. And pay a visit up there. Up here. Ooh, I didn't even know we could.
What did he just call you? A
fucking.
Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that kid.
Yo, don't want to deal with this again. They just call me. What exactly is a scab? Yeah, I'm a scab, poor and downtrodden. Right to work. I'm not a scab. I'm a cop. What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on, where do they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Yeah. Not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
That's simple. I just walk in.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure head in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Anyone ever bested him? Also, have I leveled up? Just want to check. I do have a level up. Fuck. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Physique. Fuck. Charm men and women play the puppet master. So the alternative is we convert to as we pretend to play along with him, which I think is going to be more. I just don't know what that could be. We haven't got anything here. Half light, let body take control, threaten people, shivers, electrochemistry, physical instrument, enjoy healthy organs, pain threshold, shrug off the pain allowed to hurt you more, endurance, take the blows, don't let the world kill you, spirit the court, authority, intimidate the public, assert yourself. I think work with the super buff racist. I mean, it's likely I'm gonna have to just be his pal. I have 2 skill points. I think I can level up a bunch of stuff. Okay. I'll just have to keep your morale up. Empathy. Level up. And then we have another level up that we can do. Oh, right, that reverts our current level up. And then... authority. No. It'd probably be easier to do that than to fight the super buff racist. Electrochemistry, half-light, shivers, raise the hair on your neck, tune into the city, endurance, pain threshold. I mean, there's nothing about strength here. Interfacing, master machines, motorics, hand-eye coordination, ready, aim, fire. No. So if it comes to a fight, we're gonna lose. Just not even on basis of pain endurance, but on the basis of hitting him. We're not gonna be able to do that. Struggle for pain enough to hurt you more. I think then what we want to level up is volition, spirit to core, physical instrument, flex powerful muscles, enjoy healthy organs, accept changes in clothes. Okay, we're gonna put one in empathy. We're gonna come back here because actually we need to go back down into the bookstore. Is anyone of the scabs try to convert into his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Got it. Another thing.
Sure.
Come to Martin Days investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating.
Which skill is being used for the punch racist check? Yeah, exactly. That's the difficulty, knowing which one that's going to be. It's actually very fun, easy. You're right, it's almost impossible. 91% sure never gets solved. I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe you want to help me by solving it, but telling me you did it?
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
I like this guy.
Should we? He's nice. I don't like.
You should just go talk to him to see. Oh shit, yeah, we can, because then we can just. Oh, I'm a bit short of money right now. Can you give me something? What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Nice talk. Gotta get moving. Okay, quick. I want to head back to the other place as well. The reason I want to do this. How do we get back down? There we go. No. There we go. We're gonna head back to the bookstore real quick for specific reasons. You know, it's probably not great for your business that you have the windows boarded up. Like, it just doesn't... Are you playing fucking Project Zomboid, or are you trying to appeal to people? Okay, so, the reason why we're coming back here, there's a valuable bit of money inserted in... Oh, right, sorry, Kim's gonna bitch that I haven't got a fucking flashlight available or something. Okay, whatever, sorry, man. It's not like we've been in here 10 times already. Oh, what was that? Poor animals, no rest for their bodies after death. That's what they get for being lower in the food chain, bro. Okay, so let's go in here. Down here. Let's see what skill this at the back tastes. Because what I believe is this contains a lot of money.
This machine is buzzing like an old submarine. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid. But if you want to try again, then you need to have...
Equip the pry bar by going to the...
Game! I understand! Leave me alone, please. Pry bar in your hand. Okay.
This orange machine.
Physical instrument.
Like an
Fuck.
Old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice
Smug,
cream
this is an
churn
abandoned
on top
district. The windows probably broken and they could not afford repairs. They should have got the money for it then. I don't know what you want from me. Okay, maybe we can put a skill point in physical instrument, because I'm gonna go with that. Let's see how that affects it. No, surely not. Hold on, maybe it didn't update.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine.
Pry bar is still not. Ah, fuck. Well, look, physical instrument I think still good for our build anyway. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's just a bit fucking annoying. It is what it is. Oh, what's this? Yes. Excuse me, there was just money sitting here? Fuck yeah, man. Do you just refuse to walk when you haven't got a flashlight? Okay. One moment. There we go. Now he moves. let's see if we can go have a chat with the gentleman. See if he's particularly willing to talk to us. It says Greer. 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 What the fuck is that? Oh, I think that's... What is this? In case of a strike, press button behind guard. A hermetically sealed door. Locked by electronic means. There's no lock picking or door kicking this one. Greater Revical Industrial Harbour. Can I talk to you?
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Say nothing. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
My body does not betray my degeneracy. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
You're right, I'm an alcoholic and need a dead body. Wait, I'm Al-Ghul?
Yes, Al-Ghul.
But what is Al-Ghul?
Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison. A parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
This explains everything.
Servitude to Al-Ghul does not explain everything. There are other reasons for your race descent.
I think that's the spelling for alcohol in this world. Oh. You're right, I'm the servant toggle. We're still get a body down from the tree.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
I am the police. Need you to comply now. Take a step closer. Race stuff isn't important. I just need you to help me do my job, please. Actually, I think the ham sandwich race still has it in them.
Willingly calling yourself a ham sandwich. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
You're right about all this. Now I need you to help me get that church. You're right about all of this. It was your people who put that dead body up there. People who helped me get it down. It's going nowhere. You're right about all this. Now I need to help you get close up.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the
Who am I
races
talking to?
a great
Fucking hell.
war.
Oh my god, it's like the drunkards you get on the bus.
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul.
He would love 4chan political board. This is it.
Inside, we We will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalics.
Inside we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Suggestion is against it. Yeah, I do this. He'll fucking kill me. Conceptualization. Subscribe to his advanced race theory.
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
Just want to learn his race fit so we become friends. Need some of that race stuff in my brain. Talking to me. Nope. I'll better not say anything on this
That's
topic.
understandable. Jean-Luc Measurehead is a sage and an intellectual giant of race theory. Who are you? Handmaiden of Al Ghul.
Oh, it's physical instrument. That's why I put points in physical instrument. Problem is, it's not nearly enough to best this guy. It's not nearly enough. It's a white check, so you could try again. Yeah, but if I do it, he will fucking kill me. I'm not gonna punch him and then he's gonna be like, ah, ham sandwich man. Maybe try again. No. No, I do this, he's gonna fucking kill me. The only thing I'm potentially thinking is getting the body down every day briefly. Potentially all I am thinking is, what if we go do something else, get some level up points, and then put another one in physical instrument and we could sock him, and I think we'd have a better chance. If we get one more point, I must be up to at least like 40% chance on that. We could get that. And we still have some stuff here. I mean, pay for damages. I mean, like, ask around for money. What, be a beggar? No one's gonna give me fucking money. That's a bad roll, though. Smug, stop being a bitch and sucker punch for 8 foot tall, dude. Not worth it. Yeah, but the alternative is that you serve a unit on a white.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Communism is pretty cool.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you. The fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases, above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
Youth culture does not affect my thinking.
Of course it does. You are a degenerate individualist and a rock and roll rebel. A pawn of international finance, just like the rest of your ham-colored race. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Okay, I'll ask, who are the Seminoles?
The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago.
You know what's crazy about that? Because like this, yeah, he's a hyperbole, he's exaggerated, he's a ridiculous character. But there are people who are like just slightly less than this guy in the real world, who talk about like genetic lineage and like propagating your genes in the environment. The same people who are like, oh, when you go in America, do you see any white Americans? No, it's all like brown people and shit. Like, that's the stuff they say. But my counterpoint forever will be, why do you care? What do you seek to lose in your life, in the span of your life right now, if the guy who like who drives your taxi, drives your train, who flies your plane is a different skin color or a different ethnicity? What does it matter? And surely the only answer they could give is like, in 1,000 years time, there'll be no white people left. And it's like, yeah, but you'll be dead. What the fuck does it matter to you? You'll be dead. You're not gonna live to see that. If there's any sort of like, what is it, implication from that? Or like noble, like, oh, my legacy will live on past me, like shit. What does it change? You're not gonna live to see that. What does it matter? Who gives a shit? So people like this who are like, we are the rightful masters. It's like, who gives a fuck? Who cares? Do you not have like a hobby or like a job? Who gives a fuck?
We are the future.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revacor.
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminese women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme.
His hobbies compared to rest. So did you come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
So you're not really Seminese, you're just from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simony strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate.
My man is playing Civilization 5 right now.
You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting that dead body down from the tree.
What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric.
Okay.
True. That is a noble cranium, but you got a hard noggin yourself.
You're right, that's craniometric perfection. My race does not stand a chance. You're sure? You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia.
This is what I mean. Is this not insane? Is this not like actual insanity that some people are like this?
Standpoint, the dimple
no. You are gonna go extinct. Your jaw is like half an inch forward. What the fuck?
An observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your
This guy just keeps talking.
It is this leads me to conclude you are not a police.
Did he just call you a schizo?
You are a
He says it's like my race is. I don't like the cut of his jaw. Your jaw is weird, and for that indicates criminality. That's actually a school of thought as well. I remember looking at that in psychology. There's like a school of thought. There's been attempts to like predict criminality based off of brain scans, which is terrifying they've ever tried to do that.
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
Kim, what do you think about this? Physical instrument, knock him out. 28%. Suggestion is against it. It's white check, you may retry it. Come on, Smug, give it a shot. Don't. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Kim, what do you think?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
How do you know there'll be a next racist?
There always is.
Race is reality.
Okay.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
Okay. Well, we're gonna come back. No, I'm not punching him unless I'm sure I have like a decent chance it'll work. Absolutely not doing that. By the way, like, I did try subscribing to his his 4chan political board, race theory, whatever. I gave that a shot, and he just went like, you grovel at my feet and suck my dick. This just shows you're terrible. Like, I agreed with him, and then he was pushy. I disagreed with him, and then he was pretty much saying the only way of getting through here is if you punch me. What's the worst to happen, coward? Now, let's just take a look around. I want to speak to Kuno.
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
I don't have anything. What can I offer you?
Please don't waste time.
The lieutenant does not.
Don't listen to the black. You can pay tribute to Kuno with drugs, or cigarettes, or some wheels. Kuno could use some wheels. Motorized carriage shit.
If I pay him tribute with some cigarettes, I might get XP points from that. Let's speak to the dumb little shit back here. I hate this one more.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Listen, child. That corpse made me puke twice, and I was wondering why you don't. What are those strange words you use, girl? Hey, kid, child, converse with me. You there, behind the fence. Listen, child. What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing her. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Listen, child.
Stay away from me, pig. You don't want to see what happens when you corner me. I'll die before I squeal.
Hey, kid.
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of her face. You got done. Talk to me.
No, you're annoying. I mean, she's annoying.
I squeal, pig.
Child, converse with me.
Murder was the case they gave me. I'll die before you don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Well, that was fucking waste of time. How do we get around there? Oh, what's this? I don't think we looked at this, actually. Or did we?
This trash container is locked. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of
Keep a hunch to
The
yourself.
lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock.
How to get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar.
Did someone say pry bar?
Fuck yeah! Pry bar!
Pry bar, pry bar. Your palms yearn its cold touch, to grasp it once more, as you've done so many times.
No ore, pry bar.
You might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags.
Ask the manager.
Bullshit! I'm using
Go
the
straight
fucking
for the
pry
pry
bar.
and pry this baby wide open.
Oh, tool not equipped. Oh, what? Why? My physical instrument is like, oh, you fucking, I can't do anything. I can't do anything with physical instrument. It fucking sucks. Come on. Give me a break. I'm gonna do it's gonna be like 18%.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says Whirling in.
Fine, I'll go do the boring shit and I'll talk to the guy. Can't do anything fun in this game. Disco Elysium, more like disco stupid shit. What the fuck is this dude? Were you here earlier? Bottom's knocked to a beautiful dark liquid.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching our syrupy and attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself. There he is, the old boy, the devil. You rascal, you.
No, I'm not licking it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool.
You used to be
Get
cool.
your drink on and your act together.
Oh, for fuck's sake. No, I'm not having a drink right now. Fuck off, game. all about money, you know. Autosave, thank you, game. Garte, my favorite dickhead in town.
Can I help you?
Just trash container up back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor? We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Seen something here at Whirling Garte, a thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
Saw a sign that said the mess hall was reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead.
It's a shame you've got to suck up to the Union to stay afloat.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
It's after 4. The sign said reserved starting 4. Isn't anyone in the mess hall?
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere, or laying low after the, lynching.
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding. Go with it.
Yes, I think I see.
Yeah. The Union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and now think they can hide out till it all blows over, and it's fair weather again in Martinez.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
Something else I want to ask about.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
Need a drink. Can you pour me on guys or something? Another thing. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Goodbye. Okay, we're fine. We don't need to... Let's have a look in here real quick. Oh, no, this is the kitchen. The dishes are dry. The smell of chemicals and pine trees. Hello.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something.
Oh, this reminds me of work.
Language. The only words you can make out.
Okay, no, the head chef at the restaurant I work at, he speaks English. Not good English, but like you can have a conversation with him. He asks me whenever he's messaging someone to like, he shows me his WhatsApp and asks me to like write it out for him. But in my workplace, like at least half of the people who work there don't speak English or don't speak English very well. The pot wash guy speaks like 5 phrases, and based on the tone of them, you have to understand what he's saying. The deputy head chef, he speaks little English, and everyone else there like speaks okay English mainly. It's like a handful of us were doing it. Just I don't know, just reminds me of it, which is nice. It's
It must be his name. Garanci, Quebec. Sounds representative.
Mr. Kubek, here on official business.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. This fucking guy.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots.
Okay, that was very productive conversation. Next time I feel like humiliating myself, I'll go up to someone and say, stay masculine, bro.
A prominent dimpled lock. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Out of duty, we may find something pertinent to the investigation. You're right, it's not important. I'm drawn to its cobalt blue.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
Yes, a mini side investigation.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Sure. You may not agree, but that cook is the peak of masculinity. Doesn't say a word, has nice pots, and it's named Kubek. Hi, Garte.
Can I help you?
Can I help you? This guy.
Another thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Goodbye. Okay, man hasn't got a key, which means explore the one secret passages, find a way, find out who's in the union box. Okay. Okay, when people turn up, no doubt later tonight when people turn up, we'll be able to take a look. For the time being, let's go take a look in the back. Take a look here and pop this open. Dumb shit, kids.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Open a padlock with a key.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the box of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages.
God, this is making me hungry.
And
not for
noodles.
garbage, just
Nothing
it's
of
just
note,
going
however.
through food.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
You like eating trash, don't you?
Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
Level up. Yes. Level up. Yes. Gotta beat the shit out of that guy. I want to level this up.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
Thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Yeah, we need to ask the kids. You think someone from the Welling might have been involved?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Yeah.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search for food waste. The mug, I'm getting that mug too.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Maybe I shouldn't take this mug.
only in its social sensibility.
Why would I continue to take it in front of him? Fuck's sake, game. Okay, such food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure.
God, in front of Kim as well. I feel so bad for that. Why didn't I just start playing a Filthy Frank video in front of him, you know? Like...
Nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it.
Officer, is that your...
Oh, shit.
paperwork?
No, it can't be.
Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork...
As a foreboding quality, maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I tried to flush my cop life. Well, not talk about it right now.
Understood.
Be untroubled. If anything, this small moment has made him respect you more.
Fuck yeah.
The container
Ignore the
sounds
fact I
muffled
took a racist mug. Okay.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
The smell
No,
of
don't open the lid.
food
Fuck's
rises
sake,
to
I didn't
reach
mean to
you.
open it again.
You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Kim's just standing there. Like, nice. We've done what we need to. We can go. Yeah, you're right. But let me just take it up and like... Fuck, close it.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Okay, can we leave? Can we leave, please? Leave.
You said you didn't want to talk about the ledger. However, now that you have it back, it would not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Officially.
Can't believe I missed that. Oh, and another bottle, I think. Take. Yes, we can catch that in. Anything else here? There's stuff in the back. Potentially we can go around. We probably go around to talk to Kuno Isva. Oh.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershore. The spring thaw must be here.
What am I
Looking
doing?
up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships. Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Fine. Give me one of these,
You
please.
see several.
Here you go.
What does this do? +1 endurance. Lovely. Insane. Measure the +1 drama. -1 suggestion. +1 conceptualization. Let's do this. White tank top. +1 physical instrument. Fuck yeah, the wife beater. I can kill this guy now. Yes, this is good. +1 physical instrument. That's good. I look like an insane person. But it is what it is. Okay, let's go. Let's wrap around here because there's a street going up this way. I think there's a way to get around to the back there. I think. Think is the key. Is the key word. Although we are going on for quite some time here now. More boats. Cape Side Apartments. Okay, so this seems to be the extent of where we are now. There's more construction here once, decades ago. A boat.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who responded.
What is implied here? That you're a drunk?
I'm not a drunk, I'm a police officer.
Of course you're not. It was only a joke.
Joyce, what does VL stand for? Let's shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation. And the full cooperation
Kim's got
of
my
the
back. Yeah, but it was just like he's had a bit of an episode, a medical episode. Not related to drugs or alcohol, buddy.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
I haven't got my badge!
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
These are...
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
It's possible after a night of heavy drink and lost all memory of my life in the world. I could have eaten it. I don't remember anything in this world I've seen.
Oh, dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer.
Listen, ma'am,
of the RCM.
this guy may be a fucking idiot, but it's okay.
I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam. Let's go somewhere private.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
Oh, so we're henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking? We could just, find my badge. Let's get back to her then. I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it.
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Let's get back to her then. Controversial opinion, I think that's the most evil lady in this game. Why is that? Don't answer that, because that's a fucking spoiler. No spoilers in chat, please.
You're back.
Talk about it
Good.
in Discord.
What can I help you with?
Okay. You seem rich. Can I have some money? Okay, tell me if it's alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. Materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
What do you mean?
The lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
How much you want to reckon it's the racist guy?
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
You'll be indebted to her, in a way. But one step ahead of the Union in another.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable. The weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm
What?
sure you understand.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
What proof do you have the Union's involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
Okay, I made up my mind about the investigation.
Yes?
On one hand, she gives us good information about what potentially could have gone down with the Union and the murder. The other hand, I'm potentially in cahoots with people who are trying to overturn the strike. Yes.
Excellent. According to my reports, There are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout.
We'll take it. We'll take the case.
Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos?
Better not tie the 4th day to the Bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Thank you. That's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Okay. We were doing something. I think that main thing was items.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not, oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling, fraud, and embezzlement. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? Oh, that's the dickhead answer. That's the stupid answer. This mug's an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky. Gone. For you to discover. Someone close to the victim might know. It's the legend found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the green plastic. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue.
Browse for white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases, undertaken, not completed, mind you.
Have to open an official case at their room.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Cross out for ones you've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the Citizens Militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Furies at home in a mirror, setting sun, shit on a stick. Actually, I don't have one. The Hanged Man. Shit on a stick.
Ah, yes. I have to tell you, officer, I don't appreciate ironic titles. Other officers will have to use this as reference. If it's idiot or cockfinger, they're not going to get it. They're going to think an idiot and a cockfinger were on this case. So, do you have something less funny?
Kim, you know, like, you're an alright guy, but can you appreciate a little bit of, like, liberty in my name? Like, I want to call it, like, the setting sun, or, like, the Furies are at home in the mirror, which I guess is talking about the mirror scene. Just calling it the Hanged Man is so boring. The Furies at home in the mirror.
Furies? Yes, well, I don't know. I have to be honest, I'm not experiencing the internal strife that it refers to. Could you make it less poetic somehow? Just a normal case name, you know? Think, what would that be? A good normal name.
Setting sun.
Okay. It's a good name, but it has one problem. This case has nothing to do with the setting sun. At all. It has nothing to do with that, so something more concrete, perhaps? Do you have something concrete, mundane, usual?
Usual is boring.
That's what I'm fucking saying, the Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was
That's
thinking.
what I was thinking.
The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a
The
very good
furries
name
are
for
at
the
home
case
in the
now.
mirror. That's so true. I look in the mirror and I just see a border collie guy. It's crazy.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man.
And he's so much
It's
hotter
good
than
with
me,
something
man. That's the fucked up thing. I'll never be him. There was a mentioning of a naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders.
The Goofy
Another
case.
yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering, don't you? It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Kim, all my cases employ naming conventions similar to what we used on ours.
Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses the titular system, in addition to the official alphanumeric.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
Seem to have named the case for Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that. I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
I'm done inspecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Browse the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper.
Yeah, 'cause that's one
Some
way to
neon
die.
Yellow, some bright red.
There are a lot of
covered in
videos
boxes,
on workplace
like
accidents
marching
that are
armies.
very, very gruesome.
These look like official
I've never
files
watched them because
waiting to
I'm
be filled
very
out.
squeamish. But
3.
industry
The topmost
jobs can be
are
dangerous.
Misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Misconduct fine.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. A tool for manipulation. Give the lowest amount and people will be ingratiated to you.
Station call.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station.
Oh, I bet you could use
Below the
misconduct
call
fines on
are the
Kuno.
criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
That's a fort. That's a fort. That's a fort. Field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs.
Enough of these.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Inspect the clip. But no, we don't need to. Put ledger away. Okay. Now, the time in the game is 7:22. We're getting quite close to the end of the day. Thinking about whether or not we want to visit that guy now. Because if we go visit the guy and, like, punch him, whatever, to get to the thing, it means that we're then going to have to go inside to the union and everything. I think that should round out the hours, honestly. We might be able to do that. Let's go see if we can maybe exploit Kuno for a little bit. How you doing, buddy?
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
No. Okay, there's no option there. Boarded up door. Could we maybe use a pry bar on this? Have we gone this way? No.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Why am I looking at this?
Because it's nice and orderly. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What feeling?
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass you.
Annoying. Oh well, we'll get through that at some point. Can't threaten to fine his ass. No. Okay. Think. Physical instrument with 7. It's our highest level physical instrument. There are some drivers here maybe we could speak to.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
Wicked. I always wanted a friend in the underworld. Okay, and what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately.
Can I get one of those found tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
There's no denying it. Your body needs to feel the touch of some good performance.
That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Yeah, these lorries are pretty neat.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
So, nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Never. They would never illegalize sport. Sport is the most wholesome thing known to man.
Learning cap for Okay. What? But there was one as well for anti-object task force. -2 pain threshold.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically
What do you see in his
against his
eyes?
arm. In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
How?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or above the Jamrock Quarter in the form of a raised motorway, and then to the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol.
What's beyond the border?
You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight.
What's in the southwest?
Excuse me.
Really, you can tell me.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I miss someone, but I don't know who it is.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
I like this guy. I'll leave him be.
Mazovian Socioeconomics.
Communism time. Let's have a look.
0.000% of communism has been built. Evil, child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmazov fucked him over, personally, with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world.
Left-wing dialogue options give +4 XP. You get -1 visual calculus and -1 on authority. That's interesting. How do you unlock these? Don't have enough. Oh, you have to level up and use a skill point. Interesting. Okay, that's good. Okay. Anyway, see which other driver we can talk to. Oh, look, races, dude.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I found this mug in the trash. Is it yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
You're a lorry man, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow.
God, watching this guy and like the Seminese dude on the bridge, watching these two talk to each other must be a trip. That would be a conversation for the ages.
There's Yorin. Take his side in this particular fight.
Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets.
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then, damn, it didn't work. You should have signaled you're a nationalist before.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Fuck.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with trailer doors opened. You said, do you know what happened? No, don't tell him.
The man pulls on his cigarette furiously, probably still thinking about mosquitoes and ass cancer.
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Who's that?
He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Where do I find him?
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their...
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what...
Guess we need to pay Seleng a visit.
Yes, so?
Let's quickly go down south. Say hi to Seleng. Okay. Where is Mr. Seleng? Oh, there. This... No. This is the woman.
The woman still has.
Oh, what did he say? Interrogate the drivers. It's not you. This idiot's still here.
Right to work! Right to... Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
Maybe.
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
So you don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out, do you? Say a really big race theorist guarding the button?
Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Measurehead first.
Okay. The only problem I'm thinking... Oh, was he talking about the other guy down south? But that's not him, right? Some help he was. Yeah, no shit. Well, he's a fucking scab. Wouldn't be any help to anyone. Sorry, buddy. I've got to grill you.
My man. What's up? Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Just be straight with him.
Do you finance with other addiction? I need to get high. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Who do you think could be conducting the trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
It's not a lie. It's something else. Impossible to say what at this point, but there's something in him. Some trepidation.
Care to spare some change for a working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
Pay who?
The bosses, man.
Makes sense. First work, then pay. I don't think if his bosses know who they are, that sounds a good arrangement for them. So you're broke. Got it. What else I have to ask you? Makes sense.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down on his luck. If I had saved 4 myself.
It's all for now, bye. Okay, well he wasn't any fucking use. Anyone down here, maybe? We didn't go all the way down here. Oh god, we didn't go down here. Hey, maybe this guy.
You see a Samaran street vendor.
This is him.
Surrounded by a motley assemblage. The name Seleng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The
This is
customers
just
are
like the
cool,
vendors you get on the
place
beach if you
is
go to
cool.
Italy.
And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool.
Really?
Bang, bang, bang.
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Persuade him to give you some money. No. Where are you from, Seleng?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
But you're not a local, are you?
Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais from the Sigai province of the Serais Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know?
Apricots are delicious.
The apricot suzerainty is what the Sigai archipelago is commonly known as in Revachol. It's a bit of a fraught term, I'm sure you understand.
No, apricots come from Sigai. My grandma used to grow them. But Sigai is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in Sigai.
Well, if it's for his grandma, you should buy a lot of things.
So, Sealang, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty drugs.
I'm super into drugs.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of a harbour.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor.
But you are a lorry,
I don't know
man.
anything about that.
Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an
Gotta go
arsehole.
play Risk Arena, my friends. Don't have a heart attack, Smug. Thank you very much.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
So you forgot to tell me?
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
Sealang, my source tells me you're the one transporting drugs for the Union.
No! That's insane. It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he sent you here. Maybe he's the one, huh? Have you thought about that?
Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbour?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd? You know, the drug crowd?
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Who are you afraid of, Sealang?
Look, there's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
We're buddies, Sealang. Help us out. No one will know it was you.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady.
It's
driver.
the old lady. Holy
Better off
shit.
Staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Dazed out, strange?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
Who are the other drivers? Who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
Poor underprivileged grandma ratted out the lady driver.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
I want your money now.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Because I want you to bribe me. I'm a police officer, remember? That's what you're supposed to do around here. I don't know, it's just the only thing that come up in my head to ask you. I need to get money somehow.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
Look around, thanks. I don't know, I was fucking desperate for money, man. Do you not understand the shit I'm in? Okay. What is it? We have 1 hour. We don't have to go to bed right away. Hey, Smug. Hey, Fez. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you in the stream. What's going on? Let's go look at that old lady.
The woman still has her.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by
It's
the
Freya.
real aspect of her.
Oh, I see. Have you solved anything yet? Oh my god, I keep forgetting. Hi. Hi, Freya. Sorry, I actually didn't recognize that was you. Thought it was just another Twitch viewer. How you doing, Freya? You've caught a stream from Kangaroo Lands. You right, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that.
Did you beat the
traffic
guy
jam
up yet?
in
No.
the
I'm
50s.
thinking about it. Wait, what's so bad about the 50s?
The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
When else would you be then?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is.
So who's Gabriel Buenguerro?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
So I take it you're in Mesque when you were young?
Someone was.
Someone? If he's not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away.
Right.
Like a tidal wave.
I have some questions for you. Police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds, really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry.
It's her.
for the car.
It's her.
If you
You're
know
coming
what I
with me.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
What if a cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs?
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary. No drugs can compare.
The adversary?
Yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
That's not really what I was getting at.
Then what were you getting at?
This line of questioning is going nowhere. Try harder.
What is it that you're hauling exactly? She doesn't know. I wanted to ask if you'd be interested in smuggling some drugs.
Why would I want to do that?
For commerce, for lifeblood, for the glory of the world republic, I don't know, the thrill of a criminal lifestyle. For commerce, for lifeblood of the isolate.
Lowman, what in the name of God
Okay,
are
let
you
me put
talking
this
about?
in another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
How can you not know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lowman?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you.
It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously.
Damn this. Make her answer.
I didn't know ask you about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that. If I had to guess, If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around it? Okay, if you're not involved, why are you still waiting here? Are you making fun of me right now? You better start
I
complying.
would never make fun of a real lawman, Sheriff.
Ma'am, you're not responsible for what a client puts in your lorry, as long as the seals are not opened. We officers know that.
Lay off her.
If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here. Diamonds are good for you, lawman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras. Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will.
I think we're done here, no?
Thank you for now.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Fuck you. Annoying. Find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. Done. The man who thinks he's a poet. God, I feel like we've encountered someone like that and I can't remember it. The thin tall man, what, this guy here maybe?
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Measurehead thing didn't go well for me. Could you help me with that somehow?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Pretty sure we don't, at least not all of these things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful smile in the corner of his eye.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yes?
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of
You
Basically,
idiot, I did that!
That's how
And he
I-
was like, ah, you small man, tiny man, go suck someone else's cock. That's what he did. What a great... Fuck you, dude. Wasting my time.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
I can do it. I can kill him. I can do it. Fuck! Ah! Yeah, good job.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Put skills into openness white check. But I just did. It was 58.
Just try again. This
Nope.
less understandable.
Fuck's sake. Got the pathfinding's being weird up here. I can't talk to Kim.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that Hulk.
Okay, I was trying to assert, but I was fighting bad and savory ideologies in my hero. How was we gonna get through the gates?
There must be some other way. Let's go see the yard again. It faces the other end of the harbor. We're done with Measurehead here.
Okay, I was trying to assert dominance, but he's the one trying to provoke me. Can't promise that I might attack him again.
The lieutenant groans, but doesn't say anything. That's right. You should do it again.
It's the last. Imagine
It's
I
the
do it
last
again
thing
and he just fucking twists my hand even more. Imagine. That's fucking funny. 58%, so annoying. One physical level up and then just wearing the shirt has boosted that so much. That has to work eventually. We have to roll at 58 eventually. I want to fuck him up. There is another way that doesn't include measure head. I'm aware, but that doesn't seem nearly as fun. And also we can just talk to him again.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Be a champion against Jean. Look up there. No. Absolutely not. I need you to be my champion. I'm not going to grovel to this scab loser. You serious? Auto save. Don't know if we can do it right again, but see La Morale. More than enough to please a woman. What about the men?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really...
How about you shut the fuck up, you stupid idiot?
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping.
Where's your race theory now, Mr. Man?
All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears.
Oh shit, I think I killed him.
He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalate it. Get intimate with him. Oh God. Wrong move. Your head is in his hands. Like a pair of forceps crushing.
Fuck. How did he revert? I just punched him in his throat.
You know the words.
Take the pain, goddammit. At least take that.
Try to somehow wig yourself loose from his
Even
grasp.
under the increased force on your skull, there is...
It must be neurodegenerative. You never learn.
Bruv, shut your fucking mouth. There it is again. We're back
Just
here.
like that. Instinct took up. The man is... All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears.
Free flip. I'm gonna fuck this up if I do this. Perform a 360 spin kick. Wait, what should I do? He's just gonna get back up. Go on. Yes! Fuck you.
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up. Dazed eyes.
Yeah. That was sick. I just, I didn't think that would work. Out of the options of do a 360 spin kick and punch him again, that one is the one that works. That fucks me up. We failed to hit a child. Like, how did he do that? Welcome to Revachol.
You slam your fist on the button. The man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
How about you shut up? You're annoying.
Her voice is surprisingly calm.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
See, Lieutenant, I'm not gonna pussy out of it. Man aggravated me. He faces the consequences of it. Sometimes, listen, Kim, you're a reasonable man, but sometimes you have to be unreasonable in this world, you know? Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. Can I take money from him? Holy crap, Lois. Smug killed a racist. How did you get back up? We've been away like 10 seconds. Fuck, I thought we could like take his money or something. Damn. Might have missed an opportunity there. Oh well. What have you got to say about
Went
that?
native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
You're an idiot, because I did that, and then he made me look like his bitch.
Wrong. You did the right thing with Measurehead. The ballerina antics won you the fight.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Let's talk about our right to work. Shut the fuck up. Money, 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 motherfucker. Give me that. Money on my motherfucking man. Yeah, I'm sure this will pay off my tab. There's a way into the... What, we just did that and hit the button, right? Did we not do that? Okay, Joyce's info. Victim's body's getting the body down. Access for harbour and ask for Everard. What, did we not just do that? What? Do I have to go past him or something? Surely not. Did I not hit the button? It's up the top of it. Oh, right, that. I thought they meant the gate down here. I was gonna say, that would have caused quite a stir. Ah, yes, okay. Interesting. Dewey typewriter. Every worker equals member of a board is written at the top of the flyers. Standard office file cabinet. Someone left the coffee machine on. Take. Radio's emitting strange buzzing sounds. Yes. +1 visual calculus. -1 drama. No, I don't think so.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse through the folders.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta,
Holy shit,
and
it's
Jamra
almost been
are
3
listed
hours.
among the many districts
I
where the imports
I
are
glanced at the
being
screen
sold.
10 minutes ago and it was 1 hour and 30 minutes.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percent. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
I've been trapped here for 3
appears
hours.
to be a to-do list,
And
written
you
in
can
large,
never leave.
uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself
He's not in
is
the office
crumpled.
because it's past 9 o'clock, I think. Is that why? That makes sense.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union.
What is so special about this borscht?
This is literally what I
Code
mean
for
about
drugs.
electrochemistry. Borscht!
Blood.
It's a drugs! Every time. Take another look at the note.
Remember, Leo, all items of the drawer.
I think it's because the guy... Okay, I think it's because it's past 9 p.m. There's nothing here. What is this?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall.
No, we don't need to use that. We don't need to call anyone right now. Where's this go? Ooh, interesting. What's this?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak. This is your cloak.
Lieutenant, I think that's mine.
It does bear the RCM insignia, and we are the only detectives in Martinez.
You think I should get it?
The service cloak issued to you by your station.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours.
What does this do for us? +1 a spirit decor, +1 shivers. What does this do? +1 endurance. No, I think I'm okay. The spirit decor is just like, I don't know, I don't see much point in it. Anyway, look, it's... I'm just thinking it's 9 p.m. Maybe we should turn around, no? And go back, maybe? Because, like, there's no point asking now. I mean, there's actually quite a lot to do with the thing still, even though it's been hit. God, there's just so much to do in this fucking game. Which is great. I'm loving it. I'm loving this game. It's just, there's just so much. We're still on day 1, guys. This is still day 1, which is crazy. Just trying to think if I want to continue or not. Because I'm quite hungry, so I want to go get some food. What's the day today? Today's Sunday. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call the stream here, because I think it's a good point to end that we've officially gone through an entire day, and now we proceed to the night. We know what we have to do now, but we'll stream on Wednesday, and hopefully on Wednesday I will stream for longer. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna call it here, because I'm just quite hungry. Okay, main menu. But that has been good. We've done a lot of developments. I socked this weird, because he's not white. He's just some weird supremacist. Socked him. And now we are able to move on. Well, the sleeping is a whole thing. Well, yeah, of course. But there's stuff that I need to also do at night. Like we have to pay a visit to the booth where the union workers are in the Whirling Rags. Also, sleeping's a whole thing. I haven't got any money, so probably I'm going to be sleeping on the street. There'll be something with that. There must be. Because there was a way to make money. Some of those radio computer things, we could insert into somewhere or like decode to make money. Like, they're worth a lot, I think. So, we'll work that out. But, we can, I think call it here. Because it's good. The downside of streaming games like this is I have to wait, because I don't want to be streaming it every day. You know, or maybe I should, but I feel like there are some people who do want to watch me stream it, so I don't want to be springing it on them. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys ideally on Wednesday at a similar time. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, everyone.